We are 21 days away from the Iowa caucus, and we are 29 days away from New Hampshire. Nationally, Donald Trump has quite a commanding lead at 35%, but economists have a dire warning for those backing the billionaire. His economic policies are the most damaging to the very group of struggling Americans that are supporting him. Let's bring in Simon Rosenberg. He's president at NDN. He also worked for President Bill Clinton's campaign. And the former deputy assistant to George W. Bush, a Republican strategist, Brad Blakeman. Brad, I don't want to put you in a strange position here, but as a Republican strategist, let me ask you about the broad strokes that Donald Trump's economic plan has here. And now you have top economists, including Mark Zandi, who worked for Republican John McCain, who says this could be, using Trump's words, disastrous for the economy. All the plans he has, huge tariffs on Chinese imports, and basically sending back massive numbers of immigrants who are here now. Yeah, it could create chaos when the markets are looking for a little certainty. The Trump plan is going to turn our economy on its head. Look, he's great at identifying problems, but he's light on solutions. And one thing Donald Trump has to realize is at the end of the day, people are going to vote selfishly. They're going to walk in to that voting booth and they're going to say, am I better off today than I was 4 years ago, number one? And two, is this the right person to take us to the place that we want America to be? And again, I think that's where the rubber needs to meet the road with Donald Trump. He's great in the polls. Let's see what he does at the ballot box. Simon, the Democrats tax the rich strategy, while popular, because you know what? If you poll most voters, no matter what side they're on, they'd rather see they would not want to see tax cuts on the rich. They'd rather see tax hikes on the rich. But Hillary Clinton's saying she may roll out a percentage on a tax hike on anybody who's worth more than $5 million. It sounds like a strategy. It's not really a strategy.
Well, I mean, keep in mind that Bill Clinton raised taxes on wealthy people, and we had one of the longest economic booms in American history. Barack Obama's raised taxes on wealthy people. We've seen tremendous progress in the economy. These things are not, it's not necessarily bad for the economy when taxes get raised for wealthy people, right? I mean, we've seen prosperity. I don't know enough about Hillary Clinton's new plan that she's leaked today. I mean, we'll see in the next few days. But I want to echo what Brad said, is that Donald Trump's economic plan is bad for business, it's bad for Wall Street. It's going to cause trade wars with our most important trading partners. It's going to explode the deficit. He may be a serious candidate, but his economic plan is not serious. Well,
I'll tell you, somebody who knows money and economic plans is Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City. Brad, the word is that he has now commissioned a second study on whether he should jump in as perhaps an independent. What would that do to the entire race?
I think it would split the vote, obviously, and we've seen this play out before with Ross Perot. And the bottom line is for Republicans is we can't only count on our base. We're outnumbered by registration in key battleground states. We need independents. We need single women. We need minorities to win. And if we don't have that and we have a third-party candidate in there that's viable, he splits the vote, and I happen to believe, and not in our favor, it helps the Democrats.
And Simon, we've got 20 seconds here, but on the other side, you need people who have money. You need centrists who make a good living, not to be turned off by the plans of Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton.
Well, I think the Clinton plan was for people who are very wealthy, the things she's floating today. But I do say, look, on the Democratic side, we have a very competitive race now. We talked about the Republican side. Sanders is making a move in Iowa. You know, this has gotten very competitive on our side. We know that Trump and Cruz are going to be fighting it out on the Republican side. This is going to be an exciting few weeks in American politics, and so hopefully we can come back, Liz, and check in every once in a while.
Oh, you guys are always welcome. We've got a long election year ahead of us. Simon, Brad, wonderful to see you.